Hello, hello, hello. I just. Why is my voice so high pitched? So I decided to just talk today because why not? And I've actually been feeling very good lately, and I just wanted to, give people some advice and confidence. Because I feel like a lot of people are struggling with that. Heck, I struggle with that. But, you know, I've noticed a lot of people think I'm confident, which is so funny because it's literally acting. It's literally me acting, and in this podcast or this episode, I'm going to talk about how can you be confident. And obviously, I know if you've heard this before, you gotta fake it till you make it. Everybody have heard this saying before. Heck, I've done that. I've heard it in so many podcasts. I've heard it in so many people, like including my mom. She would tell me just start. Like even if you don't feel confident, just fake it. And then when you keep faking it, your brain will believe it. And honestly, that was one of my mom's biggest advices she gave me, is just like fake it till you make it. I didn't know I was that extreme till literally, what is today, Saturday? Literally yesterday, okay? Yesterday I had a presentation. Mind you, I always practice for presentation because I have a public speaking class. But I had another class, which it was nursing. In the nursing class, we had to present and stuff. Anywho, the day before the presentation, I had shadowing. So I was just tired. I went home. I don't even remember being in home. I don't even remember sleeping in my bed. I just remember waking up from my bed. That's how tired I was, okay? And I'm never like that. Anywho, so I didn't have time to present. Moral of the story, I went to class, did not practice. I low-key forgot what I even wrote in the slides. But, I had to present. And mind you, I was also which is so funny, I had to register that morning. Mind you, I totally forgot that I was supposed to register that morning. So while other people were presenting, I was just worried about my classes. I totally forgot, hey, maybe I should practice for my presentation, which I kind of didn't. I was too busy trying to find my classes so nobody can take them. Anywho, and then little did I know, it was our time to present. And I was kind of lucky. I was the last slide of that presentation. I had a group present and I was the last slide. But I had a lot of information. And I had a lot of big words to say. And let me tell you, yes, that I can speak 2 languages, but yes, I know more English than Arabic. Figuratively, I can read it easily more than English because I've lived more than Arabic because I lived in America more. Anyway, that's not the problem. The problem is, I stutter when I say big words. I kind of have an accent in the end. Anywho, just keep that on mind. And I was like, crap, I didn't even practice. What the heck? And I low-key forgot we were even doing about. I think we were talking about CRNA. Yeah, we were talking about CRNA. And I don't know, I did some research, but I forgot. I genuinely forgot what the heck I was doing. But when I tell you, the confidence of mine overpowered that. So basically, when it was my turn, I don't know how I did it. I think it was from the practice that I had from public speaking. And just when I told you to make it, I've been faking it so long that it came true. So I was just reading the slides with so much confidence. And, I took my time. I paused and I looked at the people and I read back. And I've never presented that good while I'm unprepared. Like, I've been presented way better because I've memorized the slide. But this time I didn't. I didn't even practice it and I forgot what I wrote. So it was the confidence of mine that overpowered, like, me doing so bad, And I've always wanted to, like, tell people, like literally confidence can change everything. And I low-key thought I did so bad because I was like, oh, I wish I was more prepared. Like, everybody has their inner thoughts. So I was just minding my business as I'm done with my presentation. When we're done with the class, and this girl came up to me. She was like, your confidence is so good. It's crazy. And I've actually, I don't know if she heard me in class, but I was like saying like, oh my God, I totally forgot. And I'm pretty sure she heard me saying it in class. Because she was like, your confidence is so good. Like, you did so good. And your confidence was crazy. Your voice was crazy. Like, you did so well. And I'm like, really? I'm shocked because that was literally last minute. Like, this is last minute. And she was like, really? Yeah. She's like, wow, your confidence. It's the confidence. And I'm telling you, like, even people see it. It's just like people don't realize, like even powerful people, they can say, like, well, I can think of somebody who's very powerful and, he's not really that powerful. And in fact, he's kind of a dummy. But his confidence gave him that power. And I think you know who I'm talking about. And it's crazy that he even has that, even though he's not that qualified. If you know, you know. But it's the confidence that man has that he got this power. While the other candidate he had did not have as much confidence, was just blabbing. Even though he was blabbing like crap and stuff, he won because he had more confidence. And people can see that. When you're unsure what you're doing, people can see that. So if you hide it well, people won't notice, I just think it's so interesting. And honestly, I don't know what's going on this year, but the confidence that I have is like overwhelming. And I'm like, I know I'm confident, but not to this extent. Like, for me right now, it's so easy for me to make friends. It's so easy. And you know why it's so easy? Because I believe it's easy. It's just how you think. People don't realize the only obstacle you have in your life is literally your brain. Not how intelligent you are, but how you think, how you want to approach things. And a lot of people don't realize that. I'm not saying like I'm this knowledgeable person or anything. I'm literally not. Okay, I'm literally not. If anything, I've listened to more knowledgeable people, and just like really like reflected on it and just embodied it. So people think, oh wow, she's been this wise person. I'm not. Like, you could be this wise person too if you just like listen to knowledgeable people or people who have been going through, like me. Like, if you wanna, not me sponsoring myself. Listen, guys, just listen to me, and this is how you do it. But basically, I think I have ADHD, because why do I keep saying so many things? What's it called? So yeah. You know what's so funny? Every time I do a podcast, I'm literally cleaning. I don't know why. Like, I feel like I can't clean in silence. I'm gonna go crazy. So I need either like music or somebody talking or like open like some YouTube. It's weird. I think it's the Middle Eastern in me because my mom does that too. Anywho, as I was saying, what am I even saying? So confidence is it's literally key. Like, I've always heard that, and I'm like, oh, whatever. No, it's literally key. People will think highly of you because of your confidence, you know? And I've had a lot of people who are like, you're so confident, I'm envious. Why are you envious? Just be confident. Fake it till you make it. Like, why are you envious of me? You should not be envious. You should, like, make it as an example. Like, hey, maybe I should follow. You know how many times I've been envious of people? People don't realize, like, we're all in the same cycle. You know, they're like, oh, I can't be like that person because this person is blah, blah, blah. That person is probably thinking the same thing. You know, we're all the same. We're literally humans. We're the children of Adam and Eve. We're all humans. We all kind of think similar. And that's the psychology of it. But it's you that breaks the cycle and wants to do something for yourself. People don't realize that, no, like, you're the control of your life. And I've actually recently, I love this friend. I've made a friend. She's, like, amazing. She is everything, like, I was scared to be, if that makes sense. She's very strong-willed, and she's very, like, she knows what she wants, but she's not gonna do herself for it, you know? She's very the quote, I don't chase, I attract. And I just recently become friends with her, and I swear that girl, she knows who she is, because I've talked to her about, like, oh yeah, I'm just, like, kind of overwhelmed because not everyone seems to, this was with the past. It's not really now, because of her advice, what she told me, and I've fought for it, and it actually happened. She basically, let me tell you the story. Basically, I told her, like, yeah, not everybody is, supporting me of, like, my major or what I want to do, you know? And she literally told me, like, don't care. Do you? And I've heard what she's saying, but I don't know, the way she said it was so different. I need to collab with this girl so you guys know who she is. Anywho, she basically told me, like, it doesn't matter. And I've always told her, like, yeah, but, like, you know, I'm in a Yemeni family, so it's kind of different, and we don't, like, you know. She was like, I am too. But just do what fits for you. At the end of the day, it's literally you. In the future, it's you. You're doing all of this for you, not for somebody. Do something that you know you want to do. Just do it. Like, she literally says, like, don't care, just do what you want. And I've heard that saying, for example, my sister, she always tells me that she's the most supportive person I've ever had. Like, because she went through what I'm going right now. And she's, like, fighting for me. And she's like, no, let her do what she wants to do. And I'm, like, kind of a person, like, who doesn't really argue with their parents because, I don't know, I just feel like it's useless, you know? I've noticed parents, all they want is a reason. The only reason they're, like, maybe disagree with you because they don't know your reason. They just want to know. They're not trying to, like, go against you. And that's what I kind of thought in my head. I was like, oh, they don't want to, they don't want what I want for myself. No, that's not the case at all. They want what's so good for you. Like, sometimes we forget that our parents, like, live once. Like, I don't know why I keep in my head, I always think my parents have lived like multiple lives. It's crazy. I always talk to my sister. I'm like, sometimes we're kind of mean. Like, we don't realize, like, hey, no, our parents were kids too. Like, we were all kids, They're figuring out this life like we do. I don't think we realize that. So I'm like, I've always been hesitated to be like, to say something against them. And it's not even against them. It's just like, backing up yourself. I thought it was something against them. But I didn't know that they just wanted a reason why I wanted to do this major. And when after she said that, I started to fight for myself. And it's crazy because it's not even that big of a deal. Now that I think about it, I'm like, why did I just do it earlier, I was just like, listen, I want to do this because all these reasons. And all these reasons gonna happen because I'm gonna make these reasons good for me and I will accomplish these reasons. So when I did that, my family started taking me seriously and they were like, yes, we support you. And it was just like a moment of realization that they just want what's good for me. Like, I know my parents always wants for what's good for me. They just want me, sometimes I forget how, mastermind my parents are. Especially my mother. My mother, she's such a mastermind. I always tell people this, she's such a mastermind. Literally, she does all these tricks because she wants me to be the best of what I want to become. I kind of clicked on her plan, which is crazy. Basically, what happened is that I picked a major, and that major is obviously I want to do medicine, but I wanted to start with nursing. That was my plan, And I don't know, everybody was okay with it. And then later on, I've noticed my mom disagreeing, and I just didn't know why. And I'm the type of person who just kind of listens to their mother and just kind of gives up, That's how I used to be. So I just kind of stayed quiet or just got mad and leave. And just instead of backing myself up, I would just say mean things and leave. I'd be like, oh, you guys don't care. That's not the reason at all. I forgot my mom actually wants what's for the best for me, and she actually wants me to be stronger. That's how I found out later. No, my mom did all of this just because she wanted me to fall in love more about my major. And that's why right now she's so proud of me. She's like, finally, she understands my little mastermind plan. And I'm like, seriously, Mom, why all these mastermind plans? But I think it's amazing. That's what I love about my mom. She's really she always keeps me on my toes. Yemeni moms, but we don't realize that parents really do wish the best for you. If they're harsh on you, they just want you to be stronger and strong-willed, We have this saying, I said in the first podcast, it's اشتحت, which means get your life together. Yeah. So it's a keep reminder, no. Give us the reason why you love it. You're not doing this for us. You're doing this for you. We're only here to support you. So you should, and you don't even need people to support you. You should do it I've realized, it's so funny. I've realized my mom did this to my sister. And now when I look at my sister, she's so strong. She's so confident about her major because my mom did that for her. I know it's kind of toxic the way she did it, but it worked well, for me and Hala, because me and Hala are very stubborn, very stubborn. We're just very strong-willed. And the way my mom did it, she made us think that she's against us, but at the end, she's actually with us the whole time. She just wants us to have this competition going on, so we become strong-willed. And I don't know, I just think it's amazing. I want to do this to my children too. I'd be like, yes, I'm a mastermind, but actually your grandmother was. Why am I just yapping? Anywho, basically, go back to my friend. Her saying was kind of a wake-up call. And what I love about my friend is that she's very confident, you know? This whole podcast, we're talking about confidence. Every time I hang out with her, she's just like, I don't care, you know? She's so goofy, lovable, but she's like, I don't care. She has that I don't care mood. And I have many friends like that. And I don't know why I'm the type of person who's very sensitive. I'm like overly, like people don't realize I'm very sensitive. And some people think I'm not, which is kind of crazy. I'm like, how can you not see me being sensitive? I'm like always like second guessing myself, you know? And always like having thoughts in my head all the time, you know? But it's just like I don't realize that I hide it well, you know? To some people, but you know, the closer you get to somebody, they figure it out. You know, now my close friends know, like, no, we know you are very sensitive. So, anywho, also with confidence, something about confidence is that you have to use it well. You can't use it for other things. You gotta be careful of how you use confidence. You know, for example, you gotta be humble. You can't be confident and you're not humble because then you will be an ignorant, a narcissist. That's what a narcissist is, basically. Very confident, but not humble. You know, and an arrogant person basically is. So you gotta be humble. To be confident, you gotta be humble. And I mean, you gotta balance it too, you know. You shouldn't humble yourself so much like what I used to do. I used to humble myself all the time. I used to be like, no, I'm doing this wrong. There's something wrong with me. Like I've always had these things. And I know people who have it way worse than me. Like they overthink things. But I've realized it got worse during high school. And I don't even know why. I think it's because of just like growing up. But as I grew up, I realized like this is too much of humbleness that I need. The only person who should really support me is me. Like I need to support myself. I need to have confidence in myself. But I have to have balance, you know? What I mean by that is not to be mean to yourself, but keep yourself in check. Does that make sense? Let me repeat it. Don't be mean to yourself. Don't be like, oh, I want to change this about myself. Oh, I wish my skin is better, or my blah, 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 my hair, my eyes, whatever it is. My body, whatever it is. No. We're not going to be mean. We're going to be what? Humble. So this is when you change your perspective. So instead of be like, oh, I wish, or I hate this and I hate this, you're going to be like humbling, but be like, since I have this, I'm going to change it. Not change it. I'm going to enhance it by doing this. You're doing what you want to change. You're actually doing it. Now that's how you keep yourself in check. It's like, oh, I'm doing this wrong, I'm going to change it. Not just like bringing yourself down. Not being mean to yourself. Does that make sense? Anywho, I'm like talking so much, I forgot how to breathe for a second. Anywho, so yeah, you gotta keep yourself in check, but not mean to yourself. You should like love yourself, really. Like, am I saying BTS right now? Stop! I miss BTS. No, that was an era of me. I think they're all in the military. Anywho, it's so funny. I remember, I feel like all like Arab moms, they like, and like daughters who are like K-pop fans, or they love like the Korean culture or watching K-dramas. What am I choking? Oh my god. Hold on, I need to drink some water. Yeah, and they would say, be like, oh, these Asian men. I'm like, bro. Anywho, I don't know why I'm talking about BTS right now. What's it called? I really want to eat right now, actually. Sorry, guys, there's like so much dust as I'm cleaning. Yes. So it's just like really like, Anywho, like I was saying, keep yourself in check. Now, so we started, let's make a timeline or whatever, like a plan. So start confidence, what do you need first? You gotta fake it till you make it, okay? But then you gotta humble yourself. Not being mean, but to keep yourself in check and doing the things you want to do the things you said you're gonna do.